Yo, what up, Nyakos? It's your buddy Philko here reporting live from your mama's house. And today I'm making a video based on Islam. Now, I am no expert on Islam at all. I'm not at all. I'm not even a Muslim, but I am very interested in it. And I do have a good amount of friends who are Muslims. And today I made a video right before this one. I made a video about it was about the audio message that one of the gunmen named Sharif Kauchi, one of the gunmen he was talking on the radio with some guy and it was recording. He was basically telling the guy that they don't kill civilians and all this stuff. And while in that video I spoke about I said, what if I were to make a cartoon about Muhammad, and in the cartoon it basically just says what he does in the Bible, the Quran and all that stuff. Like, it doesn't make him look bad or anything. It's just a regular story so kids can understand who he is or something. Would they be mad at me? Would some people want to kill me? Would some people be proud of me? Whatever. So I started reading the comments to this video. First guy, Scaff008, says there's no prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in the Bible. Well, pretty sure not in the Bible, but I mean like in the Quran. And then there was another guy. Oh, someone else said, in Islam it's forbidden. This is Yekaterina Shevchenko. In Islam it's forbidden to create images of men and animals, paintings, statues, and etc. Oh, didn't know that, okay? Now, the most interesting comment was, let me not skip this one guy who got the most likes on his comment. Not gonna hate. He's gonna say, there's truth to what you say, talking about me, but I feel you have no sympathy for those they've killed. It's like you're cutting around corners with words, justifying their deaths without blatantly saying they deserve to die. I agree. There's no reason to create pictures of someone's prophet and a knife held to his throat. And the American government could be considered a terrorist organization in their own right. But come on, Philko, it's clear that you have very little sympathy for those who died. And it makes me angry, and others as well. I don't know, maybe that's just a me thing. And he got 4 likes. And I just basically replied, I don't do what everyone else does. Like I said in the video, I'm giving the other side. Everyone is crying for the people, and that's okay. I'm on the other side, the less popular side, not supporting them, but trying to explain how they see things a little. So basically, in that video, I didn't do much, I guess, crying, so to say, for the people who were killed. That's what everyone's doing. I don't do what everyone else does. I want people to come to me when they want to hear the other side, when they want to hear things that they're likely not going to hear. And when I say these things, like I say in every video, when I say these things, that I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just explaining how it is from the other side to the best of my abilities. So from the other side, there's not too much crying for the victim, so to say. So I'm not going to cry too much for them either. I'm trying to give you the other side. That's the point, you know what I mean? Because I think if you have the other side, plus the other side that everyone else is giving you, especially from the West, you'll have a better view of the whole story. So now to the most interesting comment this guy made. I don't remember seeing this person before, Ramona Bell, but he left 2 very interesting comments. First one's alright, but the second one is extremely interesting. First one says, hi Phil, I've been watching your videos for over a year now, and I have to say, the amount of wisdom that comes out of you puts every news channel on TV and online all to shame. Every time, no matter what the story is, you always have it right. I believe the whole thing was a setup by the West. It was staged, not the killing part, but the reasons and the people and purpose behind it. But that's just my opinion. I might be wrong, I don't know. Next comment. I'm Muslim and I was born and live in the Middle East, so I know what I'm talking about. In Islam, portraying God or the prophets through giving them a certain look just out of nowhere is frowned upon because there is no evidence from that time as to what these prophets really look like. So the illustrated picture would be false, and making up false information here is equal to lying, which is a huge sin here. Though the main reason is that because we don't really have evidence of what he looked like or what color his skin was, claiming that he looked a certain way will make certain people think they are superior because they look more like him. And there goes equality, which is a core teaching in this religion. If we give an idolized figure like him a specific race, skin color, appearance, facial features, it would be not only misleading and untrue, but also biased and discriminatory. Pretty sure you know how much damage and hate the created image of Jesus being white and not black has done. So it's not really whether the picture is giving him a positive or negative image, it doesn't matter. They just don't want there to be an image, period. But what's causing all this drama isn't really because the people were giving him an image, it's because they're doing it in a very disrespectful, insulting, very racy, offensive way. It's one thing if you draw an idolized religious figure walking down the street, but it's a whole different thing when you draw him naked, showing off his genitals, having sex with animals, being penetrated by silly objects, kissing another man, etc. Which are the kinds of drawings published by Charlie Hebdo, whatever. There have been several Muslims who have made educational cartoon films of the Prophet Muhammad for kids about his stories. Nothing happened to them. It only caused minimal controversy among very few people. Why? Because their intentions were good. They weren't trying to ridicule or disrespect a religion, which some people take seriously. Me personally, and millions of other Muslims don't really give a shit whether it's positive or negative image. People can draw whatever the fuck they like. It does not affect me if I'm not involved in it. If my best friend drew something like that, I'd be their friend, but I would never do it myself. And trust me, if stupid Muslims weren't giving these people any attention or making a big deal out of these drawings, they wouldn't have drawn them in the first place. Very well put. Very well put. But I just want to go back to one thing that isn't about Islam. This isn't about Christianity or anything specifically. This is about religion in general. If in your book you're not supposed to draw the Prophet Muhammad, why do you make exceptions? It shouldn't be drawn in general, if that's written in your book in the Quran. I don't like when people pick and choose what they want to believe from their book. You know, if your book is inspired by God, all of it should be true or none of it's true. Let me know what you think of that. That's just how I feel. I don't think you should be able to pick, oh, this is cool, this isn't cool. But if the book says it that way, shouldn't it be that way literally? Or maybe I'm just not understanding the context. Okay, but other than that, let's go on to it. I definitely like the fact that a lot of Muslims feel the reason they don't want to draw pictures drawn of him because they don't want anyone to feel superior. And that just makes it so more embarrassing that so many blacks are Christians and stuff, and many of these blacks who follow Christians got white. Yo, I'm gonna tell you something straight up and down. I have friends who are Haitian, Dominican. I've been to their homes, and I've seen many times from people like this, their moms and dads with pictures of white Jesus, the little white people angels and all this stuff. And if Islam, if they're smart enough to realize that that stuff gives people a feeling of superiority, they're fucking smart. I've heard a lot of things about Islam and the Quran that basically tells me that they're very smart when it comes to mathematics and stuff. Like it's the most scientifically accurate, if you can say that. From what I've heard, it's the most scientifically accurate of all the holy books, at least the three main ones, you know, Christianity book, the Bible, the Jewish one, and the Muslim one. It's the most scientifically accurate. That's what I've heard many times, like talk about mathematics, stuff like that. And if they are smart enough to realize that drawing an image can make people feel more superior to others, they're very intelligent. And I like that. That's another point to Islam from me. That's another point. That, like, not point as in, like, you know what I mean? I mean point as in, like, a score for them, because that's fucking awesome. That's extremely intelligent, and I love it. You know what I mean? He said once you start drawing these images, you know, there goes equality. People start thinking they're better than other people. And that's why so many white people in America and other places think they're better, because the images of the most superior quote-unquote people or gods, whatever, usually in their image, so they think they're better. That makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, and I'm not trying to say that. I know a lot of people already commented, and people already realized that it kind of seems like I'm sympathizing with them. I'm not sympathizing. Like I said, I just give the other side. But this image, what I'm trying to say as well, wasn't just an image of the Prophet. That's what a lot of the news are trying to make it seem like. Oh, they got attacked for drawing an image of the Prophet. No, it wasn't just for drawing images. He had a knife to his throat. You understand? He had a knife to his throat. You know, if someone drew a picture like that of the Pope, I'm pretty sure people would be pissed the fuck off too about the Pope having a knife to his throat. People would be outraged. I'm not saying they'd kill. They would probably just march and stuff, but they'd be damn pissed off. So that's what I'm saying here, people. Just try to look at it from both sides. And I don't know. I really like that stuff, but I just want you to, if you're watching this, Ramona Bell, if you're watching this video, just let me know. If that is in your book, how come you feel people should be able to pick and choose what passages from the Quran they should follow? Because I feel if you're a real Muslim, you should follow everything in it or nothing at all. You know, that's one reason why I'm trying to look at Islam, but I don't think I can be a Muslim, only because I don't think I can follow every single thing in that book. Because some things in there I I just don't know if I agree with. Like, I even heard, I'm not sure, I didn't read this yet, but I heard that in Islam you're not allowed to interracially marry. And for me, that don't work. So just let me know if that's true, and let me know about my question dealing with picking and choosing. And I'm out. Later.